85. Channel 85. Channel 85.
What to do about sick Christmas trees? Welcome to Scientific Station. I'm Brendan Crawwell. In the Pacific Northwest, particularly in Oregon, there's been a disease affecting the Douglas fir. The Douglas fir is the predominant lumber species that populates Oregon. It's a great area to hike through because of these trees and provides a lot of economic benefits to those who work in this area. The wood is actually really good to use to build too, so even if we're not in that area, we're probably benefiting from the Douglas fir. There's been noticed decline in the quality of the wood that's been produced in these forests since about the 1950s, and this decline in the Douglas fir forest accelerated since 1984. To confirm what's going on, scientists have looked at a disease called Swiss needle cast, and that this disease, although endemic to the area, seems to be causing these declines that were first noticed in the 1950s and then accelerated since 1954. To look at what impact this Swiss needle cast has on the trees, for the past few years, scientists have been studying the effects of the disease on younger plants, but the older trees are the ones that have the most economic impact, the biggest economic impact in the region. So it was important to see what effect this disease has on the more mature trees. To do this, scientists took cores of the wood where they drill a hole into the wood and extract what would look like a long straw that would exhibit all of the tree rings leading back to when that tree first started to grow. And this tree ring study confirmed that the growth of the more mature trees began to slow in the 1950s and accelerated in 1984 with this development of the Swiss needle cast. So that not only were they able to see what years did the trees start to slow in their growth, but they could tell what portion of the year, because tree ring gives you a more dense ring in the winter and a larger growth pattern in the spring. So you can tell if there's an effect, not only what year that it happened, but what portion of the year. And what the scientists found is that from March until August, the trees seem to have the most damage done from the Swiss needle cast disease. And this has been accelerating since 1984, but with each year it's getting worse and worse. And given that the time of year these trees are affected and the habits of the Swiss needle cast organism, it seems that warmer weather is declining the growth of the Douglas fir forest. So this will give scientists and the logging managers a better idea of how to address the ways of maintaining a more stable lumber industry in this area. For more information, visit scientificstation.com.